What's up, family? Hey, man, I want to welcome y'all back to the channel. If this is your first time here, man, I appreciate y'all. Welcome to the family. Y'all know what it is. This is No Cap Fragrance Reviews, where I give it to you 100%, 100% of the time, because that's what you do with family, man. I keep it real. I give it to you straight, no chaser, no cap, just like some of my testers. Hey, if you are subscribed to the channel, then I so highly appreciate you. I have reached 500 subscribers. Go check out the previous video, the 500 subscriber celebration, to be entered into the contest to win the gift that is the Aqua Atlantique by Bulgari. That is the only way to enter. You have to go and like, comment that video, and share in the comment, no cap, hashtag no cap FR. And that's how you enter to the contest, man. I want to see all y'all on there. I can't wait to choose the winner. You have 5 days from today to enter in the contest. So y'all know what it is today. This is my daily sense, where I go over what I wore for the entire week of last week. So normally it's a work week, but last week I actually started on Sunday because I had so many new additions that we had to get through. So I went ahead and, started right off the bat. So we're going to get into them right now without any further ado. What I wore last Sunday, I went out to a little sports bar and grill. I was actually outside on like the patio area. So granted, there was no compliments given because people was out there smoking cigars. I was smoking a cigar, all that kind of stuff. But without, needless to say, this is what I wore. I wore the Lionel Alone Blue Electric Clone Jack of Clubs by Fragrance World. And when I say this thing right here, man, did everything they say it was going to do. Atomize on the first spray is trash, but in the second one, be a better burst. Now, oh man, I just gotta tell y'all, everything that I've never smelled Blue Electric, but everything that it gives in the notes is what this gives. Warm, spicy, aromatic, the lavender scent, the cardamom. It's just a burst of a little bit of that citrus, that bergamot with that ginger makes it a little juicy in the top. Like you get that effervescent blast, and you immediately get the cardamom. You immediately get this smooth, sweet, slightly spicy cardamom. I mean, it's just well blended with the geranium and lavender in the mid. That is evident right there. It settles down. You get a little bit of earthiness with the vetiver, but that cardamom and kind of mintiness of the geranium stays the entire time. This thing projects. For at least the first couple of hours, I was smelling myself, and then it became a little closer scent bubble, maybe a foot. Initially, you get at least a 2 foot. It's not a beast mode projector, but it does project, and it does leave a nice sillage. Like I said, this right here, it lasted. When I got home from the sports bar, even after smoking cigars and stuff, I could still smell it until I took a shower. So I think it was on me. I took it a little while before I went to the sports bar. So it was on for a good 8 hours, y'all. I mean, I know it probably lasts. And then I just want to jump in real quick because I don't want to give too long. I got so many to get through. I can't give full reviews. I'll talk more in depth on that one on a full review maybe if y'all want to see that. If you want me to really break down that fragrance, we can do that. And maybe one day I'll get a decant of Blue Electric and compare it. But even without smelling Lionel Alone Blue Electric, if you have been following fragrance reviewers and everything, one of the first ones that came out saying was a potential clone of Lionel Alone Blue Electric was this right here, Latifah's Ijazi Silver. So just to kind of want to get my nose on the DNA, I went and bought this. But let me tell y'all, we got him out. No, it's like soapy in the top. No, it's not trash, but don't go get this. I mean, it's cheap. If you want a nice, cheap fragrance, good for spring, possibly summertime, then okay, pick it up. Don't pick it up with intentions of smelling like Blue Electric though. So to me, they were wrong for this. It has, you don't smell any of the cardamom. It's like very faint, or it's done totally different. Like, to be honest, this right here by Guess Seductive on Blue smells more like Lana We DeLone Blue Electric than that. So let me just, for the hell of it, I'm gonna put this because I don't even got to put the other one on the tester strip. This one has some of the same notes, and I know I'm spending too much time on this already. This has some of the same notes. It has the cardamom, it has the geranium, I think the lavender. So let's just see. Now, this isn't exact at all, but like I said, the bergamot and everything in the top of this one, the citruses, and then with the cardamom, at least off the initial blast, you get more of a scent profile with that. Now, I remember saying on one of my videos that if you combine these two, the Guess and the Ajazi, you would probably get close to the Lana We DeLone Blue Electric. I had never smelled it at the time, but that remains true. If you combine those, it's closer. It's closer when you combine those, but that alone, no. This alone, close. But yeah, just want to say, don't go waste your money on that. And I get that may have been the closest at the time, so I'm not gonna knock any reviewer for saying that, but he should have said that it was a twist or it was similar, not clone. Don't use the words clone when it's not at least 85%. Don't use clone. That's what I think. All right, so moving on. That was Sunday. So Monday, mind y'all, let you know I got picked for jury duty, unfortunately, last week. So that's where I was every day, trying to be a little careful with the situation I was in on the spray. So this is what I wore on Monday. We checked out Barricats, Satin Oud. Y'all know what the vibes is on that. Ain't no sense in me spraying on tester. Like I said, nice atomize on this one. Ah, man. None of y'all thinking maybe that's the alcohol kill. I'm about to stop muting that. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's very aromatic, y'all. This thing pushed. I want to say, because sitting there in that jury duty or waiting to be chosen, I was smelling it the whole time. I was almost like, damn, am I being offensive? Like, no one said anything because in a setting like that, no one's going to say anything. But I was just hoping I wasn't choking nobody out. I didn't overspray really, but, I wanted to really give it a try. And I feel like it projected for the first 3 hours. Like, it was projecting. But let me warn you, you have to be okay with a powdery scent. Because this is definitely powdery. Like, almost from the jump. It's powdery. It's nice, but it's powdery. What the hell? What's going on with this thing? Just to reiterate the notes. Trying to pull it up. But I've seen plenty of people talk about this fragrance. I don't have, of course, MFK's Oud Satin Oud. I will. I'm thinking I'm really going to get decants of this to give a good comparison for y'all and for myself. I really want to know, but I can see this. This is smooth. I mean, it's not a harsh scent at all. It does what it's supposed to do. You get the chords that it says. It lasted, like I said, it pushed that long and lasted well into the evening when I got off. This thing lasted a good 10 hours. Just to be keeping it 100 for a $18 fragrance, maybe 25 at like Triple Traders or something. That was a solid pickup on, ordered on Monday, and it really did what it was supposed to do. It overdid what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? For bang for your buck, that's amazing. It did its thing. Nothing more I can say about that. A very powdery scent. The oud is not offensive at all. You know what I'm saying? The other notes in here, I wanted to pull it up, man. Like my brain is kind of going mush right now, and my computer wants to be slow. So I don't know. Okay, here we go. Y'all know we talking about a whole week worth of fragrances on here, so be ready to go at least 25 minutes. I'm letting y'all know right now if you're watching it. But you want to hear this stuff. You want to hear it. If you're interested in those fragrances you seen on the thumbnail, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you real. So that takes a little time. So you know it's vanilla rose. It is vanillic, but the powderiness, um, it has a little sweetness. When I first sprayed this last time, I said I smelled a little bit of baccarat tinge, the sweetness or whatever. I didn't get that anymore after that initial blast when I did it. So, I mean, you get a little bit of the rose. It's all mixed in very well combined. You know what I'm saying? You definitely get the vanilla and the rose, and the oud just gives it a thickness, you know, like that woodiness, but it's not, like I said, it's not offensive. It's not animalic at all. You know, it's Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, vanilla, oud, violet, and benzoin. So of course the vanilla and the benzoin just kind of works together with the sweetness and giving it that vanilla tinge or whatever. And I mean, it all goes powdery. Just there's no other way to put it. It's a nice blend, smells very nice, but it's a powdery scent. So we're just gonna keep it moving on that. Next up was Tuesday, and on Tuesday I wore this gem right here that I'm pretty sure y'all have seen people talking about. This beautiful bottle and all that good stuff. You got Mocha Woods by Fragrance World. Yeah, Mocha Woods by Fragrance World. Now let me tell y'all, this thing right here, y'all. I gotta spray it. Oh, this atomizer shit. It's like it pick and chooses when it want to be good. So, though this is said to be based on Bodisho, the Victorious, or Bodishu, however you want to say it, it's a very expensive fragrance. Bodisho, the Victorious Hero. There's a lot of notes on that with the rose and the coffee note and all of that stuff that it says. But let me tell y'all. Hold on one second. Let's see if it actually wants to pull up. There you go. Bodicea or Bodishu. The Victorious. Yeah. Hero. Now, it's beautiful. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is a pretty linear scent, and I just want to pull the notes up um, to make a point. Why the hell? I don't want to pop up Hero. It's popped up before. Now all of a sudden you give me everything except Hero. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna waste time on this, but okay, is that it? I'll be in some asses right now. So anyway, yeah, okay. Hero, Bodisho, the Victorious. Woody, warm, spicy, sweet, fruity. The notes are hazelnut, coffee, saffron, rhubarb, ylang ylang, tobacco, tonka bean, rose, sandalwood, patchouli, Indian oud, gaiac wood, cypriot oil, fire resins, rose, rock rose, and siam benzoin. Now, all of those notes, and what do you really get? The coffee is more like a cappuccino sweetness, almost lactonic, which just mixes with those rose notes. It gives just a hint of spicy. The hazelnut, if you want to say chocolatey, you may could say that. I really don't feel like I get much tobacco, tonka bean. What this is in a nutshell, and I'm just going ahead and wrap this up. This is Intense Cafe. Now, I looked at when all of these came out, and Intense Cafe came out before the Boulder Show, the Victorious Hero, this and all of that. Intense Cafe was first. So I feel like that's what this is a clone of. If you have Intense Cafe, this is redundant. If you have Montal's Intense Cafe, don't get this. If you smelt Montal's Intense Cafe, and like me, I've always been like, man, I would like to have it in my collection, perfect. It's linear. That's what it smells like all the way through. It's a nice lactonic rose mixed with a little vanilla. It's just a beautiful scent, and it projects. It can be beast mode. If you spray it on real good, I have been chosen at this point, so I tried to be kind of, mindful of what I was wearing, but I smelled myself, I know, for at least a couple of hours, and that thing would have lasted until the next day if I didn't wash it off in the shower. Like, it was going at least 14 hours strong before I got in the shower at like 10:30 that night and washed it off. Like, that is a performer. It performs just as well as any Montal, or Mancera fragrance. That's what it does. All right, keeping it moving. What was that? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, I went with this right here. Bearcats 540 Extrait de Parfum, based off MFK's BR 540 Extrait with that almond note. Now, y'all know when y'all saw me initially spray this on, this atomizer is good. And I told y'all, I got the little bit of alcohol they was talking about, and I got the BR 540 nuance right off the bat. It's still what you get. I feel like the bottle sit for a minute, and now and I understand that's the almond note, giving it like a airiness, like a, I can't even really describe it, but as I told you before, it's unlike the bitter almond that you get in, say, a Guerlain. It's not that. It gives it a different little twinge. Neve said that it gave him headaches, and that's because of the medicinal type quality of it. It's like an aromatic something that just has a different. I can't put a finger on what the almond does, but to say it smells like almond, I can't say that. But it takes away from the sweetness of a BR 540, just to give it a little bit of a. That's why they feel like it's a little more masculine. It's more so what it takes away rather than what it gives. So, if I had to say which one you would want to get, whether it be 540 or this one, if you worry about it being more masculine, add something to it or something, but you may as well go with the regular 540 and just escape that little whatever the almond is doing, because it don't really add nothing that makes it smell better, in my opinion. It's the 540 bit of it that keeps it a great fragrance. So if that's what's going to make it a great fragrance, you might as well just go 540 and leave the rest of it alone. If you're worried about it want the more masculine version of BR 540, then go Mancera Intense Cafe. No, I'm tripping. Mancera Instant Crush. I don't know. Yeah, Intense Cafe was in my mind. But yeah, go that way. Go Instant Crush if you're worried about that. The Extrait de Parfum, yeah, not a big deal. All right, so next we had, on Thursday, I pulled out this buddy. The Louis Vuitton clone. You got, who made this? Maison Alhambra's John Lowe Immortal, based on Louis Vuitton's Le Minste. This surprised me, y'all. Honestly. It is just, you smell very nice atomizer. It's aromatic, citrus, ambery, fresh, spicy. It's all of that. Little bit aquatic because of watery notes. There's not no sea salty stuff in here. The grapefruit, ginger, bergamot in the top works beautifully. Better than any Dolce Gabbana light blue I've ever smelled. So that right there should tell you something. If you like Dolce Gabbana light blue type of fragrance, go get this. Now, at this price, for the John Lowe Immortal by Maison Alhambra, if you can get it from $30 to $40, pick it up. It's okay. Blind buy worthy. But if this is what the Louis Vuitton Le Minste smells like, definitely not worth $200 something, $300. No way. It's a beautiful fragrance, but I wouldn't pay that for it. So it has watery notes, sage, rosemary, geranium, plenty of ambroxan and amber and lavender. I never get a leathery really feel. Like when it settles down, it's the amber and the ambroxan keeps the amber pushing. You know what I'm saying? This thing for a freshy spring summertime fragrance, I know it was on me 8 to 10 hours. I got it like 8 hours. It projects. It projects for the first maybe 2 hours, at least an hour and a half. It does a good projection, y'all. And it's in the air, it's beautiful. So if it has a nice sillage, then they say it's a compliment beast. I'm going to try one of these probably again at work this week because I liked how it smelled. I'll probably wear that again. So it's not beast mode or anything like that, but for the summer. And the thing about this, it's a citrusy fragrance. You don't have to be sparingly with the spray. Spray that thing. And then you're really going to push out. You're really going to push out. But it's worth your dime. So, last but not least, on Friday, I put this baby on. It was last day of jury duty. I said, whatever. The hell with it. This is Ace of Spades, which is a direct clone of Replicas by the Fireplace. So, what I'm going to do with this one, and I ain't even got to tell y'all, it projected, it lasted 9 to 10 hours. It was a beast. But what I'm doing right now is giving y'all a direct comparison to, let's see, the focus is, yeah, by the Fireplace. So, sprayed it on. I felt like myself, they were a little different when it opens up. I felt like Ace of Spades wasn't as harsh. Maybe something on this. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let's try that again. All right. Here we go. Okay. I was saying this was not as harsh either in the opening. As harsh as I could remember. That's pretty dead on. Hold on. Okay, that one's tripping. Yeah. I mean, you get I just want to get all the notes. Yeah, I thought it was a little different, but that is dead on. I sprayed them on me earlier for the dry down. By the Fireplace. Ace Spades. You get the I can't even talk. Definitely all the nice nuances like burning chestnut. You get the vanilla. It's just well done, y'all. I'm taken back that these two actually really, like from the beginning to the end, smells like each other. Like I thought it was a little different, so that's what I was finna tell y'all. A little bit of citrus up top is about the same. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance. If you get a chance to pick up any of these by Fragrance World, the little card thing, the Ace of Spades, Jack of Clubs, I do have the King of Diamonds coming. Try that too. But it's worth it. If you like that DNA, that fire over the fireplace, roasted chestnut, then you can't miss with that. So that was my daily sense, y'all, what I wore this week. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you picked something up from this. If there's any of these you might want to check out, I wouldn't say go buy all of them. If I had to pick which one I think is a must own, two must owns. I'm not saying must owns, but if you want two that's going to stand out a little bit, I'm going to go with this. Well, since it's fall right now, I'm going to go with this. And if you don't have anything like Intense Cafe, go with this. These two. Mocha Woods and the Swiss Army knife. I mean, this is fall, spring, probably spray it a little harder winter time. It'll work. All right, y'all. Deuces.